Hey everybody, this is Dave coming to you from the Gaming Cave. Today we're doing an open the box of Combat Volume 3 Arnhem from Compass Games. Alright, this is a full box. I'm shaking it and you can barely hear anything moving. So like the other combat games, it is full. Combat Volume 3 Arnhem is a solitaire game of man-to-man combat in World War II. This is the third game in the series of combat games that use the same system. The game introduces the British Armed Forces into the system, and the game will focus on the most well-told moments in the long history of the Britain, the fight for Arnhem Bridge. Players will use the actual British Army forces that fought at the famed bridge and must hold at all costs. Okay, this is a standalone game. Neither experience with nor ownership of previous combat titles are required to play. So if you remember, there was the original combat game, then they came out with Volume 2, which was an add-on. You had to have this one, but this is a standalone this time. Okay, so we're going to, let me see if I can get this plastic started here. Let me get this opened up and see what's in here. There's quite a bit, though, I can tell just from the way the box is packaged. And I do like this system. This it's a super upgrade from what was the name of the series? I can't think of it right now. It's hell getting older, let me tell you. Ambush. Ambush. So this is like much better than that, and it's got great replayability because of some of the randomness that's built into it. Okay, so we get the lid off, and we get a 2 10-sided die and 1 6-sided die, and some more bags. Here we have different cards. These are kind of like the action cards a little bit, and then these are the order cards, I believe. So with the Germans, what they're going to do, their orders and things. So we'll get into those. Here we have our rules of play. This is the glossy paper, not super thick, 36 all the way to the back for the index. So it does start to give you the introduction, the definitions, the rule of zero, sequence of play, friendly card phase, markers, and then the friendly order phase. So this is exactly like it was, except we're just going to have, we have gun and run. I swear that used to be run and gun, but gun and run. Enemy characters, British characters, enemy order phase, enemy orders. It explains each one how they work. The terrain, so it gives you lots of double story buildings, single story buildings, factory. So we have a lot going on in this. It looks like line of sight and spotting, firing, weapons, grenades. Okay, belt-fed weapons, melee, wounds, morale, smoke, morale, rally, troop quality, wound morale checks, off-board artillery, additional weapons, wind counter, and optional rules, some new characters, game maps, and the marker notation summary. Okay, so we have the rules. Then we have the scenario booklet. Oops. So we have scenarios, and there's our British command structure. Scenario 1, setting a perimeter. Scenario 2, the attempted getaway. Scenario 3, Brinkman's assault. Scenario 4, Graebner's attack. Scenario 5, Naus attack. Scenario 6, Hummel joins Brinkman. And Scenario 7, the end. Okay. So it walks us through in order, it looks like. Here we have combat series rules. These are an excerpt and clarifications for combat for volume 3. So they give us an introduction, what this is about, activation and movement, line of sight and spotting. So these are explanations, so these are worth reading. Character state, and then a checks chart for troop quality, wound check, morale check, and wound and morale check. Then we get into our game boards and our player aids. So here we have an anti-tank weapon characteristics. Six-pounder, 8.8 centimeter flak 41, the Piat, an umbrella, Panzerfaust 100. In this side we have enemy characteristics, so there is a Panzer 3H. And then these SD KFZ 250, 251, in the 10, those are half tracks, building, factory, gun emplacement, anti-tank effects table, Panzer 3 main gun, the MG 34. Okay, so it looks like we will be seeing tanks in this game. Here, this is very familiar. This is our order train chart and our spotting chart, and then check results. Then on this side, we have small arms and explosives weapon characteristics. So both the British and the German are on here. And then, of course, mortar shells and howitzers, and our sequence of play is also here. Okay, we'll be using that a lot. This is our combat display map. So again, very much familiar. Your turn track, your initiative track, the impulse, and the enemy deck, discard pile, and the friendly deck, and then where we track the squads up here. Okay, and this is the Arnhem Bridge map. So there's a map specifically for the bridge. Okay. And then we have all these maps. We'll come back to them in a second. Here we have our counters. So let's get the plastic off of these. And we'll get a look at this. And all right, here we go. Come on, here we go. All right. So here's our British soldiers. So this would be the white team and the brown team, the green team, the tan team. Maybe this is orange, but it looks like a brown. There's tan there. There's dummy for the Germans. So this is when you draw, you can draw dummies, so you never know what's going to be out there. They are two-sided. So again, for the Germans, they are, till you sight them, you won't know what's in there. And some more of the British. Oh, some more of the German. And their dummy cards. There's the vehicles. The Flak 41. The battalion headquarters. These are immobilized counters. And now we start to get into our general information counters. So this is the majority of the counters here. So some of our special weapons with the Piat and the ammo for it. So we have different order here. Smoke, rubble, again, two-sided. Here we have another one. This is all of our orders for the British. Orders that they're going to use, and then these gray orders are for the Germans. All right. Then we have the Germans orders if they have to duck back, if they're on alert status or not, and then we start to get our wounds, ammo, normal, bold. So this is the status of the morale. And tons of counters for the orders. And then finally, the last of the orders, Panzerfaust, wounds, more for the buildings, the Gammon bomb, smoke, more wounds, more buildings, enemy KIA markers, friendly KIA on the other side, graders. Okay, so we have a lot of counters, which means, looks like I'll probably, I don't know, they might, I'll see when I punch them out, they might be okay, these corners. We'll see though. I think where they're attached, I'll probably end up clipping just to clean them up. All right, we're going to kind of get this stuff out of the way because I want to lay out the maps and let's see how big they're going to be. Hopefully not too bad, but you never know. So they have Arnhem Central map. Oh, these are heavy. Yes, these are nice and heavy cardstock maps. All right, so let's see on the camera. Yeah, so during these games, I'm going to have to be mobile with my camera, it looks like. Because you can't see all the way to the top. You can see all the way to the bottom here. Almost to the left and almost to the right. So I will have to move my camera around some just so that you can see what's going on when we got the game going on. So this will be a little bit bigger of a challenge. So this is the central map. Yeah, these are nice though. Very nice, very heavy. Okay. So then we have Arnhem West map. Oh. Okay. So again, this is going to be a lot of street fighting. That's for sure. We're going to have a lot of street fighting going on. Okay. Lots of buildings, lots of streets, provincial government offices. So we have, this is, it's going to be a challenge, that's for sure. Okay. Good looking maps though. Colors are nice and bright. That was Arnhem West. And now we have Arnhem Central. That's where I just was. And then we have Arnhem East. Okay. So again, here's the thing I like about these games too. They're big. They're easy. I can read those numbers. I don't have to get down trying to figure out what they say. You can see what they are. Here we have the train depot and the railroad tracks coming out as it goes down. So very cool. Let's see. They actually named the streets, some of them. All right, and there's our buildings here. This is the Camise Milk Factory. All right. Camise Milk Factory, so it crosses the street. So that's a big factory there. All right. This is really, really nice. If I get this laid down when I go to play, I might not have to use the plexiglass, which I'd rather not, just because I avoid any glare. This is going to looks very clean right here, so we're going to try it without it. I hope it'll work all right. Okay, so that's all the maps. Let's see, I'm going to keep bumping my head on my camera mount. Okay, so this has been an open the box of Combat Volume 3 Arnhem Compass Games. I'm looking forward to some playthroughs on this. Hope you are too. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And as always, leave me your comments and please like the video. Give me that thumbs up. All right, I'll see you guys when we get ready to start doing our playthroughs. All right, have a good one.